Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I would like to begin by thanking Abu Dhabi Global Market for bringing together key institutions and important stakeholders to this inaugural edition of Regulation, Awareness, Collaboration, Ecosystem Platform. I look forward to this forum to set impulses on the most important trends, innovations, and development in the world of sustainable finance and financing sustainability, not probably the even greater challenges ahead. Your Highness, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the current market environment with increasing inflationary pressures, commodity prices, among other aspects, require us to actively collaborate in order to achieve better outcome and a more stable financial market environment for the ESG. As we pursue our net zero target, our investments into carbon neutral projects increases. The UAE has activated a path toward a more sustainable future. Our country's vision for sustainable growth has been articulated through various national strategies and initiatives along with our international commitments. Aligned to the Paris Agreement, the strategic UAE Net Zero by 2050 initiative was launched as a MENA regional first to kickstart an ambitious nationwide drive to achieve net zero emission by 2050. Along with the commitment itself comes the need to invest approximately 600 million dirham or $160 billion into renewable energy. A smart and new mechanism to leverage private sector capital in line with ESG standards will be critical. The market will, for issued sustainable instruments in 2021 alone stood more than $1.6 trillion. Over the past years, the total value of the domestic market for green sukuk, bonds, and loans has reached approximately $17 billion in the UAE alone, and estimated $1 trillion globally. Yet a lot remains to be done, and the UAE has embarked on a journey to invest into carbon dioxide emission reduction while leveraging the positive effect of relatively higher commodity prices to create our future readiness and reap the benefits of the economic benefits, the green transitions. Accordingly, we have established the Sustainable Finance Working Group to support the development of a sustainable finance in the UAE and facilitate regulatory cooperation among the UAE authorities. The Ministry of Finance is working closely with local and international bodies, including our active involvement in respective G20 working groups, to devise policies that will advance sustainable social and economic development in line with our national aspirations that have been anchored in our agenda for almost a decade. We have devised a series of strategies, namely the UAE Vision 2021, National Green Agenda 2015-2030, National Climate Change Plan 2017-2050, the UAE Net Zero by 2050, which helped to form a policy and regulatory framework and have built the right stakeholder platform in support of the UAE path toward a more sustainable, inclusive, and impactful economy. In a market while ESG investment represents approximately 1.5 of the foreign financing for emerging markets, excluding China. We see sustainable finance as more than just a deal enabler for sustainable projects. It is a solution to mitigate and manage current and future risk associated with social, environmental, and climate risk. Yet, it also comes with its own set of risks we need to manage as policymakers. Financial stability risk related to different investors' base, relative to more traditional investors and potentially higher sensitivity to global financial conditions given the technology-heavy composition of many ESG indices. Will need our continued attention. Our attention transactions risk mitigation, the UAE has focused on achieving the SDG that would enable us to clean energy, adequate and affordable food, quality education, healthcare, and sustainable economic growth, healthy ecosystem, and increased resource efficiency. As all these issues are strongly interlinked and need to be achieved together at an estimated additional funding gap of $230 billion annually in the Arab world alone. Consequently, the UAE major focus on the COP28 will be on increasing international investment in vulnerable countries, supporting their access to sustainable finance, while ensuring participation of the private sector and controlling government debt that ever risen to approximately 98% of global GDP during the COVID-19 pandemic. Looking at the opportunity size of the transition, studies suggested that green finance can help unlock opportunities of approximately 2 trillion in economic growth and more than 1 million jobs in the GCC alone. In addition, businesses with a strong ESG propositions can support attractions and retention of key talent, while, as we know, indirectly translates into improved company performance in the range of 33% annually. Therefore, it is imperative to adopt the right strategy and build adequate capacities to tap into such prospect. The UAE recognized early the value of sustainability for economic diversification for a better future for next generation. Established in 2006, Masdar City is an example. It is a city which relies on renewable energy. Another national project is the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Solar Park, which spreads over a total of approximately 77 square kilometers. And it is one of the world's largest renewable projects based on an independent power producer model. Compared to 5 to 17 cents per kilometer hour in traditional fuels, solar energy costs average between 3 to 6 cents per kilowatt hour and are trending downward, especially more effectively technologies and in deployment of PPP models, where we have to make future steps for cross-border projects and investment attraction and investment protection. Masdar was also signatory to another lighthouse project for the region, a joint announcement of windfall that produces approximately 48,000 gigawatt per hour of clean energy annually and offsets approximately 24 million tons of carbon emissions, equivalent to around 9% of total Egypt's current carbon dioxide emission. One of the challenges policymakers confront is how to make policy work for the inclusive green economy. My vision is centered around formulating a green fiscal policy. For example, how to employ fiscal and budgetary tools to address environmental challenges. We firmly believe that the alignment of fiscal policy with sustainable development priorities is a key driver of transition to inclusive green economy and certainly will soon be reflected in relative indicators. We are determined to score high in sustainable competitiveness, supported by various institutions and legislative and technical framework, including the UAE Sustainable Finance Framework 2021-2031. Your Highness, Excellencies, and Gentlemen, we are indeed at a crossroad to make the world a better place. It guides us to advise ESG agenda and is a testament to our commitment to building a future for our children and children's children through sustainable finance. Thank you again, and I wish this event all the success.